Devotional, light for the new thing God is doing. John 1:1-5 establishes the foundation before anything else can make sense. It tells us that before chaos, before failure, before consequence, there was the Word, and the Word was God. Life did not begin with our decisions, good or bad. It began with Christ. And when darkness entered the story, confusion, exhaustion, loss, disorder, it did not extinguish the light. The light kept shining. This matters because it means that darkness is never the final authority over your life. It can be loud, costly, and disorienting, but it is not sovereign. That truth prepares us to hear Isaiah 43:18-19 correctly. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. This is not God minimizing the past or pretending consequences don't exist. It is God declaring that He is not finished when we think the story is already written. The new thing doesn't erase what came before, it redeems what follows. God makes pathways in deserts and rivers in wastelands, meaning He creates forward movement in places that previously only produced stagnation. This connects directly back to John. The same word that spoke light into darkness is still speaking now. But here's where many people stumble. They try to force the new thing through effort, discipline, or spiritual performance. That's why Mark 2:27 is essential. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Jesus reminds us that God's design, including rest, obedience, structure, and restraint, was never meant to crush the human soul. When life is lived without God at the center, everything becomes heavy. Even good things turn into burdens. Sabbath teaches us that God restores before He requires, and that His order exists to protect life, not exhaust it. The new thing God is doing does not demand that you bleed to earn it. That truth leads us naturally to 2 Corinthians 4:16. Though outwardly we are wasting away, inwardly we are being renewed day by day. This verse ties everything together. It acknowledges reality without despair. Yes, bodies age, circumstances change, consequences remain, and some losses are permanent. But renewal is not tied to external conditions. Renewal is an inside work of God that continues quietly, faithfully, and daily. The light from John still shines. The new thing from Isaiah is still forming. The rest from Mark is still offered. And renewal from Corinthians is happening, even when progress feels invisible. The thread that connects them all. John tells us who holds reality together. Isaiah tells us God is not finished with our story. Mark tells us God's way is meant to restore, not enslave. Corinthians tells us renewal is happening even when life feels worn. Together they say this: God does not ask you to outrun your past, punish yourself, or earn renewal. He asks you to